Friends, family, welcome. Chef D Night of Date Night Catering with another episode of Funk Up the Flavor. So tonight's episode, before I get into that, I want to talk to you about an event that I have coming up. So April 4th, Date Night Catering presents a gourmet get down. So what exactly is a gourmet get down? Well, there'll be a live band. There'll be a vocalist, there'll be spoken word artists, there'll be unlimited appetizers, $5 drink specials all night long. And once the band and the vocalist and the spoken word artists do their thing, the DJ is just gonna come in and turn the house up, and we just really gonna have a get down. We're gonna party all night. So I really would love to see you there. So you can actually go to facebook.com/date night catering. Click on events and purchase your tickets there. Now I want to let you know, starting tomorrow through April 1st, I'm going to be running 20% off tickets. So I hope to see you guys there. If not, don't say I didn't tell you. All right, so tonight's dish is going to be a crispy red snapper fillet over yellow rice, which we're going to make from scratch. That I'm going to top with the sofrito. Now sofrito is basically just a warm chopped vegetables mixed with some herbs, olive oil, seasonings, and it's just gonna go right on top of the fish, along with some asparagus. So you guys come back and we're gonna funk up the flavor tonight with this crispy red snapper yellow rice sofrito combination. It's kind of a Latin, African, Cuban, Puerto Rican type dish, so just something I thought I'd put together for you guys just to show you how to do something different. And as always, I have never cooked this before, so see you guys. Hey, listen, I know y'all caught me just singing right there, but I love Al Green, my favorite artist of all time. So that's what you got jamming in the background tonight. All right, so listen for the good times. So this is about to be the yellow rice. All right, so this is how you make yellow rice from scratch. What I have right here is I've got a cup and a half of, actually 2 cups of water with a tablespoon of chicken base in there, right? So you can, if you don't want to use chicken broth, you can use vegetable broth if you want to make it vegan, right? So here we go. Cup and a half of rice, 3 garlic cloves chopped, quarter of a bell pepper chopped, tablespoon of house seasoning, tablespoon and a half of ground turmeric, and tablespoon of cumin. All right, so we're gonna put all of this together real quickly. So what we're gonna do is gonna dump in the rice, gonna hit the garlic, gonna hit the bell pepper. It's about 2 tablespoons of bell pepper right there. Now, not all yellow rice has bell pepper, but I just love it in there. All right, the house seasoning, turmeric, and the cumin. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the lid on that, and then we're gonna take our heat from a roaring boil. Man, I'm so sorry about that. Here we go, from a roaring boil down to a simmer, and we're gonna let this go for about 25 minutes. So the type of rice that I'm using too is basmati rice. So you can use any type of rice that you're familiar with. All right, so we'll be right back. And then I'm going to show you how to put the sofrito together. And then we're going to cook up the red snapper fillet. And then we'll do the asparagus at the very end. And then I'm going to show you how delicious this is. Welcome back, family. So we're going to put the sofrito together, which is basically, it's just another version of salsa, to be like completely honest with you. You got a couple ways you can do this. So we're going to do the raw version today. You can also take all these same ingredients and put in a little bit of olive oil and warm them through and have like a chunky warm salsa as well, or a sofrito rather. All right, so what we got is I've got 3 plum tomatoes that I've diced up. Those are going right into the food processor. So I'm gonna go ahead and warn y'all, I am not going to process this on film. I don't want all the noise, and I'm sure you don't want to watch all the noise either. All right, so here we've got a tablespoon of fresh chopped thyme and a tablespoon of fresh chopped oregano. I've got 1 medium green, red, and yellow bell pepper. 1 medium red onion. 2 serrano chilies. 1/4 cup of cilantro. 1 bunch of green onions, 2 tablespoons of house seasoning, and 6 cloves of garlic. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, put the top on this, spin this around, get it all incorporated, and when I come back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in a metal bowl and put it in the fridge, so when I get ready to plate everything, it'll be ready to go. So I'll be right back. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to check on our rice, and we are going to crisp up our red on our yellow rice. Uh-oh, we got a little stick. Oh, man. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision and could smell this. It smells so delicious. This is me getting the flavors up to my nose so I could smell it. It's called wafting. Wow. It smells amazing. All right, so come right back, guys, and show you how to crisp up this red snapper. But this yellow rice, oh, man. Welcome back, family. So as you can see, we got a red snapper fillet with the skin on. So the last time I did red snapper, I did not have the skin on. So now because we're cooking a fish with the skin on and we're gonna do a pan fry on this, what I've done is I've scored it. So I've just put 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts in the skin. The reason we want to do this is so the skin will remain flat and get crispy. So here we go. Here is our seasoning mix. Now in here I've got my house seasoning, which is my salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. And now to that, I've added some smoked paprika, tarragon, and crushed fennel seed. Additional salt and a little bit of additional pepper. Now a tablespoon of each, and on the salt, tablespoon and a half. So all you're gonna do, make sure you got that all mixed up. I really love to put this through the fingers, because what that does is it just wakes everything up. Gets to say, hello, how are you, what's up? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and season that filet. Don't be afraid to get that seasoning on there. You want it to taste like something. All right, I'm gonna flip it over. Yeah, you can see that red snapper filet. Man, this is a good fish. All right. So now I'm gonna drop this in my flour. We're not gonna flour it like as in like coat it to deep fry it. We just want to get enough flour on there so it'll get crispy. Now in my flour, I've got the same seasoning mix: salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, tarragon, fennel seed, and smoked paprika. So I've already got my skillet heated up. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna go skin side down. All right. Use you a good non-stick skillet, guys. Get a good skillet. Don't try to cook on these like, I don't want to say cheap, but like literally go out and spend a few dollars on a good skillet. I'm not saying you got to go out and spend, you know, hundreds of dollars on cookware, because I've got this Viking skillet right here from Sam's Club, and it cost me $50. All right, so we're gonna let that go for about maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5, just until it starts to get crispy for us. Now, what I've got going over here in the other skillet, I already got it going on. These are my asparagus. So I've got my heat up pretty high on these, because I kind of want them to blister a little bit. So it's just olive oil and house seasoning on these asparagus. All right, and by blister, char, I want them to get a little char on them. So I've actually got my heat up on 8, almost on high. So we're gonna let these go for about maybe 8 to 10 minutes total. And then once this is done, this should be done, and then we should be able to plate it all together and show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna come back in the end real quick and show you what it all looks like, and of course tastes like. Family, welcome back. It is now taste test time. So let me show you what we're gonna be tasting tonight. So remember, this is the crispy red snapper with the yellow rice, pan seared asparagus, and the red snapper is topped with the sofrito, which is just basically another version of a salsa. Let me show you what we got. Man, it looks so good. So before we take a bite, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze a little lime juice on that. Man, I wish I could smell this. All right, here we go. Oh, it just sliced through it so beautifully. Oh man. So here's the red snapper with a little bit of the yellow rice. Here we go. Oh, let me get a little bit of the sofrito as well. Listen. This is on a whole nother level. There's so many different flavors going on right now. The snapper, the pepper, the salt, the cumin, the fennel, the sofrito coming together. Man, this is a really, really good dish. And it's really light tasting as well, too. So now we're going to go ahead and jump on these pan-seared asparagus real quick. And let's see what this is like. Delicious as well. Nice sear on the outside. The crunch. Really sweet in the middle. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave some comments. This is going to be on my channel, Funk Up the Flavor by Chef D Night at Date Night Catering. So before I leave, two things. Number one, if you haven't done so, go to facebook.com/Date Night Catering and get your tickets for my upcoming event. Date Night Catering presents a gourmet get down on April 4th. It's going to be phenomenal. I promise you. And number two, I always try to leave you guys with something positive. Man, listen, just in life, there are always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be trials and tribulations. There's always going to be things that don't go the way that you plan. But that doesn't mean that you're not doing the right thing. See, the beauty of challenges is it lets you know that you're still here. It lets you know you still got an opportunity to do something better to get the result that you're looking for yourself. So family, I love each and every one of you. Once again, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Funk Up the Flavor with Chef D Night. Have a good night.